Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Bruce, aka Haunted Husband, and welcome to the Sirena Expedition. Now, if this is your first time or your 100th time on my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. By subscribing, you'll be notified when my videos go live daily. I cover a lot of indie demos, indie games, and great content from indie developers. So if you're into all things indie, you're in the right place. Smash that subscribe button right now. So what is the Sirena Expedition? It is a short PSX-style horror platformer in which you explore a mysterious underwater facility. That's all I got. That's all they're giving. It looks good. Sounds good. Let's go and start.
I remember getting the call vividly. I was trying to finish up for the day, but a stack of paperwork was keeping me late. To be honest, I was also looking to read things about
I understand that.
Answered it, and the director of the institute was talking, albeit disjointed, about something that had turned up in a recent survey of the Sirena Deep.
Control, this is Sierra Echo 1. Connected to docking walkway. Now leaving the bathysphere.
Copy that.
So I am using a PS4 controller, and I believe it's just left analog stick for movement, and there's a jump button and interact button, and that's it. So not overly complicated. The graphics are great. I know if you're probably looking at this and you're not much of an old gamer, you're like, these graphics are terrible. This is actually a pretty good recreation of what graphics used to look like on the PSX era. So
She described something that showed up
Alley-oop.
in solar imagery, 200 to 300 meters long, and too regular in shape to be a natural formation. I thought she was getting ahead of herself when she called it a facility, but more detailed scans seem to confirm this.
see if we make. I mean, the thing about being underwater is you get those ups. So that's gonna make platforming very interesting. Because normally in most games you wouldn't be able to reach this type of area without like moving a box or getting a special power up or a piece of equipment, but since underwater you got all the ups. Banging your head against the wall. What was that? Did you see that through the porthole? That little creature that walked by, or actually swam by, he didn't walk. Gonna punch that switch. Little bunk bed action. And you are gated, I believe. I don't think I can just jump off the side. Which is fine. It keeps you from making like super mistakes. It's actually just like plummeting your death somewhere. Continue going
I'm
up.
in a central hall. Seems to be where the living quarters were. There's a number of cells along the wall. No other traces of life here. It seems to have been abandoned. It's odd. The construction looks like it's from the 1980s or 90s.
Copy.
That piano key hit makes me think we're about to listen to some Kanye West. I always find, yeah, always find something wrong. But she's stepping though. Look at her. I mean, she is moving with a purpose. Jumping up steps.
Coming Control, I've arrived at what looks like an observation deck.
Are there any clues what it might have been used for?
Not sure, but it's looking out over the deepest part of the trench. So maybe they found something down there.
Okay, keep looking.
Or maybe something down there found them. And you're kind of like in track. Like I can't go towards the foreground or the background. So like I'm stuck in this little linear path. So let's just punch the switch. It's weird that the switch to that would be here, but you know, I didn't design the facility, so. And the camera movement's super smooth. Just transitioning around the corners like that. Much more smoother than it would have been in the PSX days for sure. It would have been super janky. There's air bubbles coming from somewhere down there. And they're not mine. Guess maybe we'll find out. Nope. Just kidding. But I was like, okay, that's it for the game. Oh man. Was not expecting that. Please don't tell me it's going to do it again if I get closer. Just keep your eyes shut, man.
Sierra Echo 1, this is Control. We're seeing considerable elevation in your heart rate. Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Could you monitor my external readings for anything out of the ordinary?
Roger.
Yeah, my heartbeat's going super fast. I just saw like a giant freaking eyeball. Ooh, there we go.
Thing is, there's no record of any structure of this size having been constructed underwater anywhere, and certainly none at a depth of 10 kilometres below sea level. So who built this thing? When? And why? I have so many questions.
I have a lot of questions too, but I feel like they're going to get answered as we go a little bit further in. Like all these doors being ripped off the hinges doesn't bother you, like... Especially coming down here all... Nope. See ya. Just gonna leave, get back in my spacecraft. For the love of the demo, we will keep going. Now my heartbeat's elevated. Thanks a lot.
Come in, Control. Are you picking up anything unusual in my external readings?
Negative, Sierra Echo 1. We are registering continued elevation in your heart rate and blood pressure, however, which indicates acute emotional distress. We advise caution.
I'm fine. Over and out.
Wow, that was pretty snappy. Yeah, you're fine. You just see giant eyeballs and you're just seeing hallucinations. I'm sure you're fine. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So we'll come over here. We can make that jump. Looks like there's a switch right there.
I was chosen to pilot a bathysphere down to the structure and investigate it. An atmospheric diving suit was obviously necessary at that, but I've been working on a new suit that utilised highly sophisticated equipment for underwater surveys. This seemed like the perfect opportunity to test it out.
Hey, if you say so. Bunch of weird places for switches. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with us locking ourselves in here? Was it this way, or is it... Okay, that's the one we just closed, I believe. It feels like the graphics are getting grainier, but it could just be a trick on my eyes.
I'm in what looks like a storage room. Can't tell what was stored here. I'm still not sure what the purpose of this facility was.
Sierra Echo 1, we recommend returning to the bathysphere. Your vitals are highly erratic and we are concerned for your well-being.
I can't yet. Everything's fine. Over and out.
I think I would just return to the bathysphere and call it a day. That's just me, though. Like, there's nothing that you're going to find in this underwater facility that's so dang important. At least in my eyes. Let's see, the switch was here. After seeing the giant eyeball, I probably would return back to the bathysphere. But that's just me. I have things worth living for. I will say the jumping is fun.
Yes, I'm aware of the dangers of a dive to that depth. Of course I am. I've been diving for most of my life. And this didn't seem like something I could pass up. The mystery consumes me. I have to know what it is.
You're a rare breed because most people just be like, not my problem. Oh man. That was a lot of eyeballs. Let me just jump my way out of here. I don't like this at all.
Sierra Echo 1, this is Control. We order you to immediately withdraw from the facility. Your behavior is jeopardizing your safety.
I have to. I have to find out.
Please, Echo.
I mean, for the love of adventure, but for the love of your own life. They personally made the steps like this so you could jump off like that. Help me?
Everything was black. And then I opened my eyes.
Oh no. Yeesh. Well, that's the demo for the Sirena Expedition. I mean, it's interesting. There'll be a link to it in the description below. Go wishlist it for yourself on Steam. It has a Q3 2022 release date, so keep your eyes on this. It's graphics are on par, the music, the story, it's super interesting. It doesn't look like you have to fight anything. It looks like it's just exploration, so it looks like it could be a very just nerve-ending, kind of heart-palpitating type of experience. Probably some jump scares, probably some unexpected freaky things, but overall, really fun time. Go wishlist it for yourself. The demo is available. Pick it up for yourself. Play through it yourself. See what you think about the controls. I enjoyed it. As always, I ask you to like, comment, subscribe on the video. By doing so, you let me know that I'm doing a good job. Also, it helps me with the YouTube algorithm at the same time. We'll be back at it again tomorrow with more indie demos, games, and great content from indie developers. And until then, ooh, I'm so spooked I can't even talk. Until then, deep divers, I'll haunt you later.